Oh, Jesus, Michaela, really? I'm eating cucumbers.
What is going on? I'm very nervous that the dog is burning in hell right now for his past sins.
What?
Oh God!
Why'd you have to do that?
What, that is a fucking ringtone.
Boom. North Carolina school baptized more than 100 kids without parental permission or attendance. Mama, can you bring me some dry clothes? Oh, God. Oh, man. So, like, you know, you just notice more and more of this. You know, in the wake of like Roe v. Wade, the religious right has really been like trying to get their wins in there, you know, on the momentum of it. And so like a lot of these schools in right-leaning states, or even just counties that are more right-leaning, are definitely getting their way more with these kinds of issues. A North Carolina school baptized more than 100 students without asking permission from their parents, the Fayetteville Observer reported on Friday. When parents learned that their children had been baptized at the Northwood Temple Academy, they were upset. My daughter calls me from school and says, "Mama, can you bring me some dry clothes? I got baptized today," one parent told the Observer. I said, "What?" That parent told the Observer that she learned her 11-year-old daughter had been baptized while she was at work on a conference call. A few students had actually been scheduled to be baptized. Scheduled to be baptized. Northwood principal Renee McLam told the Observer. But then the rest of the students felt moved to join in on the ceremony, McLam said, adding that she didn't intend for the event to be a secret from parents. Truly, the Lord began to move this morning, and we are so excited about what the Lord was doing. Several students had given their lives to the Lord during Spiritual Emphasis Week, and they were scheduled to be baptized this morning, she said in an email to the Observer. But the Spirit of the Lord moved, and the innovation to accept the Lord and be baptized was given, and the students just began to respond to the presence of the Lord. You know, in the words of these people, we shouldn't be indoctrinating children in schools. It sounds though like it sounds like this is a like Northwood Temple Academy sounds like it's probably a private school. But you know, it's still pretty shaky grounds when you start like just putting it on children, you know what I mean? Multiple parents complained to McLam. In hindsight, we would do it differently and give the students an opportunity to contact their parents and ask permission to be baptized. The principal wrote in an email to the Observer, "We were not expecting such an overwhelming response to the message that was spoken, but as a mother, I certainly can empathize with why the parents were so upset." Yeah, I get it. You know, I'm not denying that these kids felt the Spirit or anything, but you know, I also kind of find it totally within the realm of possibility that these days have just been getting hotter and hotter, and these kids were probably like, "I want to go in the water. Damn it." Some parents said they were upset that they missed their children's baptism, a religious ceremony that's usually celebrated with a family gathering to witness the event. Another parent said the school's baptism felt like it undid the baptism that had already taken place at their church. "This is what I think they should have done," the parent of the 11-year-old told the Observer. "They should have corralled the kids in the back of the church in another room somewhere and said, 'We understand your desire to get this done. We'd love for your family to be here and present with you.' Or invitations even," she added. Is this the thing? No. Oh, okay, this is Alex Jones being asked to pay a bunch of money. That was also a crazy thing to watch. Now, this is kind of funny. Hey, what kinds of videos do you usually react to? Oh, just whatever. We usually do crazy, like, freakouts. We usually do, like, drunk people on the street getting into shenanigans. We'll do a lot of, like, cop body cam stuff. You know, whether it's their, have you ever seen or heard a YouTuber named Mama Max? His content is awesome. You should totally watch his videos if you haven't already. Why not watch one since you're doing a reaction stream? Sure, why not? I'll check it out. Usually I have my wife / producer screen them. So let's see what this is. I might have to look into this iceberg because this looks. Oh well, I mean, don't get me wrong. You've definitely given me something. Like, if you're curious to know what kind of videos Mama Max makes, there are two main types of videos on his channel. The first is videos about mysterious, creepy video games with some kind of hidden dark secrets or conspiracies behind them, like cults, for example. And the second is videos where Mama Max hunts down child predators on the internet and exposes them on camera. It's actually quite thrilling to watch. The amount of bravery and balls this guy has is insane. Do either of these interest you? Actually, both of those do a lot. The hunting down child predators thing, like I morally wrestle with if we should be making a show out of it, or if these guys should just kind of be like reporting people to the police. But it all depends on how they handle it. Because I've seen guys that definitely just 100% make the To Catch a Predator thing content. Like that's all they're concerned with is making it content. But then I've seen other people that definitely take all of their information, gather it all up, turn it into the police, and then just be like, all right, we've done as much of the video stuff as we can. Now it's time for the police to handle it because that's where our job ends. But I'll definitely look into it, dude. Roddy Top's zombie waifu. I'll definitely look into it. I'd say Mama Max handles it quite well, way better than Hanson in my opinion. Okay, that's definitely a win for me then. That's winning him for me, that's for sure. And I consider him a hero for the things he does. I mean, yeah, it definitely especially if you're doing it correctly, then yeah, it takes a lot to. Oh no, yeah, I found the channel here, and I'll definitely look into it and pick videos out for future viewings. But absolutely, these are absolutely things that are in my wheelhouse. Like this one I watch, I forget the name already. It was like DAP, Dads Against Predators, or something like that. That one was interesting. Yeah, he's got some weird titles. We'll say that much. But yeah, I'll absolutely look through these and grab a few of them for a future viewing. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you so much though for dropping in the content. I guess any articles or anything like that you have from him that you want to drop in, you can always send it to Dick Rickles 69 on Twitter. Don't forget to give us a follow if you haven't. Appreciate it. It's about a video game. It's about a video game that was made by an infamous Japanese doomsday cult that was responsible for the mass devastating terrorist attack in the history of Japan, or the most devastating terrorist attack in the history of Japan. I think I've heard of that, actually. I remember hearing something about that. But as far as this whole thing here with the school, it is a little strange because it's a private school, it seems, and that it's this is an activity that these kids could have been this is an activity that these kids could have been a part of voluntarily and with the parents there and everything. There's a right way to do this. I just have no idea why they would go the way that would make so much problems for them, even in their own community. That's the crazy thing about it, is that this is something that if you read it and you were kind of anti-theist or an atheist anyway, that you would probably be like, oh my God, how terrible, or whatever, that's so awful. But the fact that the outrage is coming from within their own community is fascinating.